Hey everyone, it's Coach LB, and welcome back to another episode of Timberborn, BadWaterfalls. So, as we left off, everything has healed from our drought, but I'm starting to notice some issues with the water flow, and that is that by damming this area, it is making the flow ever so slow that way because all the water wants to rush this way. So we are going to have to fix this issue. And right now, for the time being, how we're going to fix this issue is quite simple. We are going to unlock our levees, and we are going to put levees there to take care of that. And we'll build a staircase down. That's how they're going to get there for now. So they're still working on these other two houses back here. That'll give us more beavers. Bigger population means we will be able to do more. But we are still working towards that that big water storage barrel. Well, liquid storage barrel, I guess is a better way to put it. So this is something else we're going to do. We have quite a bit of carrots. But the thing is, we're not actually harvesting them fast enough. So we really need to get some more beavers, adult beavers, that can work. And it looks like we're pretty good on logs for the moment. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I am going to pause this lumberjack to free up a beaver. And actually, I'm going to have him go over to the farmhouse. Work there. And then a couple of other free beavers are going to, our actual district workers are going to take care of that. So the reason I can tell the water flow is bad is because look how fast it's moving out here. But the other thing is the water's moving so slow now, it's not turning the water wheel. So that means we have to staunch this flow for the time being, at least, to take care of that. So this is going to be a very interesting thing to deal with. But I have some ideas and plans. So one of the things I don't think I really discussed in my last playthrough is that I watch a lot of other streamers and gamers play games, not just Timberborn, but I religiously was watching Hermitcraft for Minecraft. So I say this for the reason of understanding that I watch a lot of other people play games, and so I may do things that they have in turn done because it's a great idea and it's something I probably wouldn't have thought of myself. So I do, if I see an idea, I'm like, oh man, that's a pretty cool idea. And I will, when I'm using something that's from another streamer or another actual creator, I am going to let you know who they are because I feel like you should check them out as well. I'm just one person, but there's a lot of other people who play games who come up with great ideas, and I think that they should be afforded the credit when they do that. So back to the big things. All right, now let's watch how this water flow changes over here. Let's see how it changes over here once that's closed off. All right, now we got a water wheel turning. So yes, that was definitely majorly slowing down our power. And of course, if I could put this water wheel in the proper place, that'll at least give us more power that way. Because we really are going to need more planks. Yep, there and there. Berries in one, carrots in the other. So this also should help. That all nasty bad water is backed up right to there, which is starting to damage this area around it. But that should hold some of this water during the drought as well, which will also keep us safe. We're going to need a lot more science to get to there. Speaking of science, we're at 195, which is great because that will allow me to get some much required things. Platforms, yes. But I'm trying to think, should I get the platforms first? Or should I go after my storage? What was my storage? Well, I'm not making gears yet, so let's see. Well, we can go ahead and get our gears. Gear workshop. Which would be a great idea to start making gears, since it seems that our lumber production is doing a little bit better. Still not good enough for what I want. But you know, we'll go ahead and get through this drought, and I'll let you know if something exciting happens. Okay, we're back. It's cycle 3, day 4. Couple things I'm doing, you know, just putting in more storage because I want there to be food readily available in this area when we are, because this is housing. If the food is closer to them, the better. We're also building a little area so we can give them some rooftop access to some rooftop terraces. I'm going to put another campfire on this side so they have another place to hang out and chill. Thinking about it, now that we actually have our platforms as well. I unlocked that, and our stairs. I can do something else. Okay, you may remember at the beginning of this video I said I was reworking the way I designed my storage for all of my items, well, at least all of my items that go in that type of storage, like wood and everything. Well, this is one of the things that I've been working on. This would be for gears. This one would be for explosives. This is one of the reasons why I was saying that I was not utilizing space, which I realized I could probably make way more layers to this and put the wood on top, but I still wanted to keep kind of the same aesthetic choice on the design. So you'll understand a little bit better once I get further along with the design this time, because I didn't completely finish it how I wanted it on the last one. But it'll make more sense once I get to that point. Oh, he finished clearing out all of this lumber over here. Well, that is good. Also need to see... Oh, they will make it to there. I'll have to figure out how to get down there, but... Alright, so that means I can delete this for now, and that gives me another worker back. Oh, and I think he just ended up at the hauling post, which is fine. The one thing I did say is I wanted to move my science, and I think I was going to put them over here. So that one there, and that one there. That'll give me 2. I forgot to change that to storage for potatoes. Ooh, cycle 3, day 12, and already another drought is approaching. So, in the meantime, I unlocked the gear workshop, and so we're going to be building that shortly. And we are not, right now, we cannot get to our gear storage, which is actually fine. I don't want the gear storage actually being utilized at this exact moment because I feel like our lumber is still not producing fast enough. And so what we're going to need to do, I don't have any free beavers, but we're still going to do this anyway. I'm going to put gather a flag over here to gather more berries. Potatoes are getting pretty high, so I'm going to make a grill soon too. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start messing around with this, probably get rid of all these berries and plant more trees over here and start have a forester over here and start planting trees over here to increase our lumber production. And once our lumber production's a little bit nicer, we won't have to worry so much about running the gear workshop and the lumber mill at the same time. Whenever the gear shop is actually completed. One more plank. These water wheels are still cranking out enough power at least. So we're going to pause this one. And let's see. Let's hope Seiji goes to the gear workshop. He did not. But I know how to get one there. Wait, oh, one of the beavers grew up. So now we have a free beaver. Okay, our drought started. So last time in the drought, actually at about a day and a half, I turned the water pumps off to make sure that we didn't lose all our water in here. And actually that worked out really well. We had more than enough water there. And we were still good to go. Oh, speaking of water storage, 120 medium tank. Let's go ahead and unlock it. And let's get one built. So it will be the first thing built with gears once we get past this drought. But right now, I just care more about survival through a drought. Even though we have a lot of water, we still have enough food. It just feels like it's a critical time still. And I think I'm going to expand the potatoes. And the carrots. You know, I could actually just expand the carrots all the way to here. I really want to build more housing, but at the same time, I am not ready to go there just yet. Because I feel like we're on a razor's edge with how we're hanging on through these droughts, because we've only had 3-day droughts, so they've been relatively short, and anything longer than 3 days I will not be able to run the water pump at risk of losing our crops unless I figure something else out. So we may do a little something like we did the last playthrough, where we'll trap some water in here with floodgates so we can cycle that water through here during a drought. But I'm not sure I want to do that yet. I do still need to unlock the floodgates though, for other reasons. But I'm going to need more than just... I'm going to need double floodgates on one side and single floodgates on the other. For reasons. And you're probably thinking this is going to be overkill, but it'll make way more sense when it happens. So that's our biggest project that we're waiting for. Oh no, we got an injured beaver. I wasn't even paying attention. We need a medical bed stat. So we're going to make our first grill. I love that ability to flip that so I can just have that where have the door on whatever side I want. Grilled potatoes. So I'm probably going to need to unlock the Lido at some point to get some wet fur to get them their well-being up, because I really would really love some boosts. 10% working speed, 5% well-being movement speed, and 20% life expectancy. I really want to get this higher. Well, I guess I can connect these buildings now. All right. So now that that is taken care of, we can do something else. We can have these ones all empty, so they'll go into our big one. And then we can remove these. I'm actually pretty excited to have that. That's a beautiful sight. Get some resources back. Oh, I just realized that's why we're missing one. Guess you could say I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. We have 3 scientists running, inventors running, and I don't necessarily need 3. Not right now. So turn that off. Oh, we still have a free beaver. All right, that got us up to 9. Some grilled taters. That did it. So I'm looking at things from this direction, and I really want to make a reservoir down here that will be able to hold some water that we'll actually be able to pump from during a drought. The only question is, will I actually be able to set that up? You know what? We're just going to go ahead and start setting it up. And let's see, that's 2. This will be the best way to see. 1, 2. Not wrong one. This will be the best way to measure up to see how high it goes. So it's 2. So that means what I need to do is for the time being, that would have to be dams on top of it. Otherwise, it will overflow everything back here. Now the real question is, I'm going to have to figure out is what's going to be the best way to get there to have that built. And this is probably going to seem pretty silly to do, but I think this is going to be the easiest way to get down. All right, our droughts hit. So hopefully, 5-day drought. So let's see. I've got 330 water. I'm going to turn these water pumps off for a moment, because I just want to see how far this is going to dip down. I'll probably turn them back on around day 2.5 or day 2. Logs, 20 planks. If I had unlocked the triple and double platforms, to try and get down there with stairs, it might have been cheaper in logs, but it won't look as cool. Let's just be honest about that. Yeah, I said it. It's day 2.5. We're still at 231 water in our tank. We're still golden on water. Our food stores are rising because going to the grilled potatoes actually helps, because I'm pretty sure that the higher quality food, the more satiated your beavers are, so the less hunger their hunger needs are. If this has any mechanics for satiety. But it feels like it does, the way, based on what I've seen in my time playing it, and the way food and hunger is measured, it seems like there actually is something to be said about the higher quality foods. Basically, keep your beavers from going hungry longer. Which means I can build more houses. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go with that one. So one more day and this drought is done. So once we get a strong flow coming back, I am going to remove these levees so the water, we don't lose water pressure. Okay, drought's ended. I need that water to start flowing. It's coming down. All right, water's come down here. All right. We're going to demolish these. I'm going to have them come pick up those resources as fast as possible. Actually, I'm going to delete that. The reason being, I really want them to get down here and pick this up as fast as possible. And then and that's a lot. It must have been a lot of logs. Then we're going to put in our triple floodgate there. And we're going to have the max priority on building those. I think we're going to need another farmhouse. Because I just feel like we're going to need another farmhouse because they're not going to be able to keep up with the crops, especially if we expand them out. And eventually I plan on making more crops over here because I plan on doing things in this area. But cycle 5, day 3, and we are definitely doing pretty good. Oh, they can't reach that. It's okay. I know I'm going to need another water pump to keep up. As well, because as our population gets bigger, even having this nice giant water tank, they're going to use more water. It's got carrots, that's got berries. It's carrots. It's got berries. That one's got explosive. Huh. Just realized I don't have storage for those grilled potatoes. I mean, to be fair, that stores 120 grilled potatoes, so I mean we're not in dire straits because we don't have extra storage for grilled potatoes. Contemplation spot. Oh yes, new items. Contemplation spot, the agora, the dance hall. Those are new. I can't wait to play with those. I think we may have to make a bit of an entertainment district. Man, I have not been paying attention. Our science is just cranking away. We're at 844 science. We're going to have a lot of things that we'll be able to unlock. And oh, it's done. Now to double check to make sure this works. And yes, fills up very quickly. And I just incidentally flooded everything because I was playing around with it and forgot to turn the speed down so it didn't go too fast. But that is done. And I think that's where we're going to call it here. At least for this episode. So This we shall call the great equalizer, or at least when it comes down to bad tides, it's going to be the great equalizer and help us sustain our actual colony over a period of time. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I will catch you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, yada yada, all those things. And check out my fitness channel if you would like to know more or are interested in fitness at all. I talk about things from beginner stuff to sometimes advanced stuff. I've been staying with the beginner stuff because that's where a lot of people are, to be honest. So I'll see you in the next video.